everyone and welcome back. How's everyone doing? You can let me know in the comments. So welcome back to another episode of Retro Fridays. This is actually the third episode that I've done of this series, and it is going really well. The first one that I done was The Goonies, and last week's was Big Trouble in Little China. And wow, the way that one was received was amazing. So thank you so much everybody for coming along. Thanks for coming along tonight. So in tonight's video, I have chosen to talk about Spaceballs. And you know, if this is the first episode of this series, Retro Fridays, that you've watched, just to quickly let you know, this isn't actually going to be a movie review per se. Basically all it is it's a very laid back sort of approach of me just picking a retro movie, you know, like a really good classic old movie that I like, and just basically coming on and randomly talking about it. So of course the Spaceballs, now I do have my notes, sorry guys, because I have wrote down a lot actually about this movie, so I don't want to forget anything. This movie, Spaceballs, was brought out in 1987, the year that I was born. Feel sorry for everybody. And what I love about it is, of course, you know, I'm a fan of sci-fi. Of course, I love Star Wars. And it's pretty much a spoof, you know, rip the piss version of Star Wars, in case anybody, you know, hasn't seen it. And the movie was both directed and produced by Mel Brooks, and I'm sure a lot of people know who Mel Brooks is. He's in a ton of movies. He's actually in this movie, and of course as well he plays Yogurt, but it's meant to be, you know, like a depiction of Yoda, the wee Yoda. And of course he was also in Blazing Saddles. My dad absolutely loves that movie. I love that movie, Blazing Saddles, and of course he was in that movie as well. And one character, of course, that we don't get to see in this movie is one I really love is, of course, Luke Skywalker. You know, I don't know why they chose not to do that. Maybe it was just, you know, with the storyline that they had, you know, with Princess Vespa, who's supposed to be, of course, Princess Leia, and Lone Star, who's supposed to be, of course, Han Solo. Now, I'm just going to go through the cast because, of course, we have John, the awesome John Candy, who, of course, was in, you know, Home Alone, Uncle Buck, you know, ton of movies. We're not going to go through them all. And he played Barf in this movie, who is supposed to be, you know, Chewie, Han Solo's mate, of course. And then we had Joan Rivers, can't even speak. I get so nervous when I make YouTube videos, guys. Joan Rivers, who, of course, played Dot Matrix, who's supposed to be, you know, C-3PO. You've got Rick Moranis, who of course played Darth Helmet, love him. Bill Pullman as Lone Star, who's meant to be, you know, Han Solo, of course. And then we've got Daphne Zuniga, I hope I have pronounced this woman's name right, if not, apologies, as Princess Vespa. And of course we have, you know, as I was saying, Mel Brooks as Yogurt, as in wee Yoda, Master Yoda. And we also had, of course, in this movie, you know, instead of Jabba the Hutt, we had Pizza the Hutt, and I thought that was just so random. And that's the thing about this movie, is it's just so random. So of course I love it because I'm random. And just quickly to let you know, guys, if my hair still looks wet, it's because it is. I don't know why I'm even saying this, but it has been raining all day in Ireland. Like, it has not stopped raining. There was like a weather report put out because apparently we're supposed to be getting a whole ton of rain. But anyways, nonetheless, random. So in the movie, basically, just as a quick premise or whatever way you want to put it, of what the movie is basically entails or about, in case you haven't seen it. But, you know, spoiler alert, I don't think it really matters for this movie because it's like a spoof movie. But basically, Princess Vespa, you know, lives in this, you know, beautiful big castle, right? And her dad set up like an arranged marriage with a prince for her to marry a prince and a princess, you know, in a castle, you know, happily ever after kind of deal. And she doesn't want that, and she's like, oh, do I really have to marry this guy? And when she goes up to the altar, she pretty much runs away with Dot, who's meant to be, you know, C-3PO. And she takes off, and then the dad pretty much get in contact with Lone Star, who's meant to be Han, and you know, he's meant to be Chewie as well. So he gets in touch with both of them, Barf and Han. Or not Han, Lone Star and Barf, he's meant to be Chewie and Han. You get the point, right? And he pretty much offers them money to rescue his daughter, Princess Vespa, his, you know, special daughter. And pretty much the money that they ask for to go and rescue her when she ran away is the same amount of money that, you know, he actually owed money as well, forgot to say, to Pizza the Hut, which is pretty much, you know, the same kind of thing that of course happened. That exact thing happened, of course, in Star Wars. You know, Han Solo owed money to Jabba the Hutt, and of course, you know, Han Solo, like he always is, you know, plotting and scheming, you know. So that's pretty much what the story is about. Now, I love how the movie opens up, you know, at the back of the ship, it says, "We brave for nobody." Like, that is absolutely hilarious. And then I also loved how they really smartly filmed this movie, guys, where you almost believed that, or were made to believe that you're watching it as they're filming it. Like, you're sort of like, not in the film, but, you know, kind of like it's just the there and now kind of being filmed, and I hope that makes sense. Like, for example, when one of the guys turned off like a light switch, one of the switches or whatever, and Darth Helmet, who's meant to be of course Darth Vader, says, "Oh, you've turned off the whole movie." And then when he asked to show me the cassette of the movie, of Spaceballs, the movie, and then, you know, they show it, and then he goes, "Oh, rewind back to that part or that scene or whatever, rewind back," and he goes, "Oh, never play that again, never play this part again." You know, it's funnier now, because when I watch it now, I just think in my head, that would have been the best classic, that would have been utter classic for one of the editors who was, you know, maybe working on, you know, The Last Jedi, should have said to Ryan Johnson, you know, they should have said, "See that clip? Never play this again, Ryan, never play this again." Anyway. Now, I also love in the movie where they really take a dig at merchandising, because of course we all know merchandising is such a big deal with movies in general and franchises in general. Where Yogurt, who's meant to be, of course, you know, wee Yoda, you know, of course, played by Mel Brooks, where they have like this whole shop, and it's just a shop for all merchandising, you know, like cereal boxes, t-shirts, and he's like, I can't remember exactly what he says, he's like, "Oh, well, this is where, you know, we pretty much make, you know, most of the money from." And I just thought it was hilarious the way they just really went all in with it, you know. They weren't shy about it, like, "Look, this is literally how we make tons of the money." It was so funny. And then as well, he said when he was sort of parting ways with Lone Star, "Oh, I'm sure, you know, we'll meet up again for, you know, Spaceballs movie too, you know, to make more money out of it," sort of thing. So I thought that was really funny. And they even actually promote their own movie within this movie, Spaceballs, the movie. They even had, you know, like randomly in a toilet, that's why I love it, it's so freaking random. They have like a toilet roll with a picture of Darth Helmet, and it says Spaceballs, the movie, on the toilet roll in the toilets. That's so random, honestly. My favourite character, in case anybody's interested, you probably aren't going to be surprised if you've watched my channel for a good while, but if you're new, just to let you know, my favourite character in Star Wars is Han Solo. So my favourite in this was the spoof version of Han Solo, Lone Star, because I thought he played, you know, for what this movie was, it is just meant to be a joke, you know, a joke on a sci-fi franchise, basically. He's my favourite in this, in my opinion anyways. You can let me know who is your favourite in this movie if you've seen it. And if you haven't seen it, you know, I would recommend you watch it, especially if you're a Star Wars fan, because it is actually a pretty funny movie, to be honest. But I love how, you know, Lone Star, you know, his character, you know, how he really liked Leia in this movie, and he really fell in love with her and everything, and that he didn't even take, you know, all the money in the end, you know. I really thought that was really nice and really sweet. And although this movie is just meant to be a crazy, mad, spoofy movie, I love the fact that it did actually, I think anyway, have a sweet ending between him and Princess Vespa. And my favourite scene in the whole entire movie, you might find this funny, but was the little wee Jawas, that scene. And I actually was meant to bring down, something that I wanted to show you that I own of Jawas, because I absolutely love Jawas. Honestly, I have an obsession. So what I'm actually going to have to do is I'll have to like film it separately, and I'll like insert the clip up here. Honestly, memory of a goldfish. That's why I have notes with me, guys. What am I like? What am I like? Now, I also, let's move on. I also like the fact that because I love Han Solo and because I love Indiana Jones, guys. Seriously, does anybody love Indiana Jones? I have them all. I love Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford is a legend, right? And I love that there is, you know, an Indiana Jones referencing this because, you know, they say, oh, this looks like the Temple of Doom, as in the movie Temple of Doom, right? And Darth Vader, I think, was pretty funny in this, not Darth Vader, sorry, Darth Helmet in this movie. I thought was pretty funny. And of course, oh my gosh, I love him in the Flintstones movie. Flintstones made the Flintstones. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? Cringe fest. I also love him in Little Shop of Horrors, Little Shop of Horrors. Seriously, don't do that again. You know, Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, I love that movie. Why does anybody else watch it near Halloween time? I do. I don't know why, but I do. Then also, what else is he in? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Love that movie. I actually watched it not that long ago. I normally watch it over the summer. Anywho, right? And I think what's really funny is like his whole, you know, attire, his outfit. He has like what looks like, you know, like 2 circles here, right? And then a tie. And then he also has like literally looks like he's wearing like just black tights. And then like a little pair of like wee black leather shorts. It's just so funny. The whole entire shebang of him, I just think it's pretty funny, right? And when he was playing with the little figurines, he was playing like as Darth Vader, so obviously himself. And then Vespa, and he's like, kiss me, yes, no. And then he has it as though when he's using the little figurine of Princess Vespa. And he has her saying, oh, your helmet's so big or something. And then one of his mates opens the door, and I can't remember exactly what he says, but I think, pretty sure he can correct me if I'm wrong. He says something like, oh, sorry, I didn't see you playing with your dolls. He's like, right, yes, thank you, or whatever. Like as if it never happened sort of thing, just, you know, over the shoulder kind of deal. Now, some scenes that I like, I'm going to go over. You can let me know 1 or 2 or 3 or however many you want of your favourite scenes. But scenes that I like, I'm going to go over, is the lightsaber fight scene between Lone Star and Darth Helmet. I thought that was really cool. Like the CGI, of course, is freaking awful, but that's the whole point. You know, it's meant to look tacky, it's meant to look cheap, because that's the whole fun of it. That's the whole reason of the whole entire movie. And I loved when they were both fighting, and then their lightsabers like entangled or, you know, like twisted around each other, wrapped around each other. You see where I'm going, you get the gist. And I thought that part was really funny. And then Darth Helmet was like, oh, hold on, maybe if I like put my foot on your leg or something like that. It's been a while since I watched the movie, guys, but yeah, that scene was pretty funny. And then the cheesy music, we're the Spaceballs, you know, with the escape scene with Princess Vespa, which brings me freaking well on to a scene, you know, the escape scene, right? And she's sitting singing, nobody knows the troubles I've seen. I can't remember how the song goes, but anyways. The reason why I really love that scene now, more than like before, is because does anybody that's watching me right now on this video on my channel, however you want to put it, watch The Big Bang Theory? That is one of my favourite comedy shows. I freaking love that show. My favourite character in it, in case anybody's interested, is Sheldon Cooper. My Sheldon Cooper, he's my favourite. Bazinga. To anybody that's watching, Bazinga. I absolutely, in one of the episodes he does that and he's sitting singing, nobody knows the trouble I've seen, or whatever. So watching it now, I just laugh and think, Sheldon Cooper? Anyway, it sounds random. I'm random. And then the romantic scene, and I want to kind of keep this like, you know, like PG, family kind of friendly kind of thing. So I'm not going to say the word, but I'll spell it in a second. Lone Star and Princess Vespa are having this, you know, lovely romantic, you know, moment, get together or whatever. And it comes up on Dot Matrix, who's meant to be, you know, C3PO. And it says FIRGIN alert. And then as well, at the end of the movie, you sort of see like a scene of, you know, Planet of the Apes kind of deal, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I remember watching Planet of the Apes with my dad so many years ago. Oh my gosh, nostalgia. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I think out of all the characters in this, right, like obviously, you know, all of them got it, you know, they got a slagging, you know, but I think the character that got slagged off the most, you know, and made fun of the most was definitely Princess Vespa, you know, like Princess Leia. She got it really bad. Like, they were just constantly throwing jabs at her, like, oh, you're a diva, you know, all this here sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think it was well casted. You know, it's not really a movie that you have to have an amazing cast for anyway, because even if somebody in it was a terrible actor anyway, what on earth would it matter? You know, it's for fun, you know, it's not serious, you know, Oscar or winning movie. It's not up for Oscars. It wasn't up for Oscars. But, you know, overall, this is a funny sci-fi Star Wars, you know, joke about movie just for a laugh. And I know that it's not the most amazing movie out there, but I thought I would pick it because, you know, it is from 1987. And, you know, it's aged well. You know, I still enjoy watching it. I still get a good laugh. It's a good crack to watch. It is. I don't know about it, what anybody else thinks. I know some people don't like it that are Star Wars fans, but I know some people do love it as well. But let's face it, guys, it is way better than The Last Jedi because, you know, I suppose what movie isn't? Of course, I have no issue with any of my, you know, followers or, you know, anybody who watches me or subscribes to me that likes The Last Jedi. Absolutely not. I'm not one of them type of people. If you like it, you like it. At the end of the day, who on earth would I be to spoil your enjoyment of anything, to be frankly honest? But I didn't like it. But anywho, that is me for this evening. Thought my battery was going to die, guys, but I think we're good to go. Thanks very much. That pretty much wraps up tonight's video. And I will see you all next Friday because I have been loving this. I was really looking forward all day to do this video tonight. You all really give me so much confidence building and so much encouragement, and everybody keeps writing on all my videos like, a lot of you, are you still doing Retro Fridays? Keep doing Retro Fridays, please, please, please. Like, thank you so much. Honestly, it means the world to me. And I will be back 100%, I promise, next Friday for another episode of Retro Fridays. I hope you enjoyed this tonight. Let me know by leaving me a comment, you know, give me a like. As well, guys, I just want to really quickly say, so many people have been coming to me and letting me know that they have not been getting notified about my videos. So if you have the chance, if you can, you know, go onto my channel and just make sure that first of all you are subscribed, because some people are telling me that YouTube is unsubscribing them without them knowing, and that has happened 3 or 4 times to quite a few of my subscribers, and I'm being genuinely honest, guys. So it's just to let you know, make sure now and again, if you even can go to my page now and again and make sure you are subscribed. Also make sure that when you hit the notification bell, if you wouldn't mind, click the all button so that it means, you know, you'll be notified of everything that I post. Basically, it would mean the world to me if you have the chance to do that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video, which will be my other series that I'm actually doing, Ireland locations with Wished Upon a Vlog, and this will actually be the last and final episode of series 1, and then we're going to be moving on to season 2, so I am still continuing with that. And I will see you all soon, guys, but until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. Take care, guys. Bye.